Halloween is right around the corner. Who's going trick-or-treating? 1, 2, just about everybody, I imagine. And I'm betting you don't want to cook that night. Like you could order out a pizza or something, but that's kind of a pain in the butt. Don't worry, I've got the solution, and it's vegetable soup.
What?
Bear with me. For those of you who have picky eaters out there, I guarantee this is the most delicious vegetable soup, if not the most delicious soup on the planet. Okay? It's been passed down through generations in my family, and I'm going to teach you guys my version today. Okay? So,
Here we go.
Before we get started, I want to remind everybody that cooking should be fun and relaxing. So go ahead and grab yourself some nice relaxation juice. Although it's like a week before Halloween, so I might just call this spooky juice. Anyway, grab the juice of your liking. Oh, that's a lovely cider. Stay tuned. In the next couple days, I'm going to have a cider video coming out too that's going to be lovely. Anywho, let's see here. This recipe starts way back with my great-grandma, and back then they didn't really write down any recipes or anything, so my dad just kind of had to figure it out. And then I had to figure it out myself. So I'm going to put both of our recipes in the description below, and try them both, see which one you like, okay? But this one is mine. All right, we're gonna start things off with a big old bowl right here. And I'm gonna dice up some baby carrots, all right? I have 5 baby carrots. If you're just using full-size regular carrots, you wanna peel and dice 1 full-size carrot, okay? I just prefer these because I don't have to peel them, all right? And they're already kind of the right size. Next, we're going to peel and dice 1 potato. All right, if you want a little more potato in there, you can totally go to 2, but 1 full-size potato will definitely do the trick. Next, we're going to dice about 1/2 of 1 yellow onion. If you have a white onion, it'll be just fine. Red is like a bit iffy, but as long as it's one of those 3, you should be in the ballpark. And next up, we'll do about, I'd say about 1/2 pound of cabbage or so. And we're just gonna do a rough chop of that one. Don't worry about being too precise.
The sun chop!
Alright, this does it for all of the non-negotiables for the soup. Next, we're going to do a little bit of creative addition. Alright, so next up we're going to go with a couple of mushrooms that we're going to take off the stumps and clean and dice. Not only will these mushrooms add a little bit extra protein, but they'll also give us a little bit extra umami.
He said it! He said it!
Next, we're going to add the last of my vegetables at least. some sweet corn. We're in Iowa, and this is a wonderful addition if you want a little extra sweetness. And if you don't do it, you're a bad Iowan. So do it. Yeah. Next we come to the secret ingredient of this vegetable soup, and that is bacon fat. Now I know what you vegetarians are thinking. Bacon fat? I thought this was supposed to be a vegetarian dish. I never said this was a vegetarian soup. Don't get mad at us regular people for figuring out that bacon fat makes vegetables taste better, okay? You don't hear those carnivore guys complaining every time we suggest adding onions to steak, right? Probably because all their hearts have stopped. But that's beyond the issue, okay? Let's get back to it. And for my great-grandma, I don't exactly know what her recipe was, but my dad used to say he took the fat from a pound of bacon to make his pot of soup. I don't know if I want to go that much, so I'm just gonna do about a tablespoon or so. Maybe a tablespoon and a half. This just goes to show you, do not throw away your bacon fat when you're done cooking your bacon.
Waste not.
There are no leftovers, it's just pre-cooking. And into this pot of bacon fat goes all of our vegetables. Don't let one escape. Grab our best friend, the wooden spoon. Give it a stir. We want even coverage of all these vegetables. All right. Now we're going to turn our stove on a medium-low with a lid on it. And we're going to wait until the onions start getting a little bit see-through, okay? So I will see everybody in about, I'd say, 2 to 3 minutes, okay? Keep in mind, over the wait time, I am checking on my veggies to make sure they don't burn, okay? Here we go. Starting to look okay. Let's see, if you guys can't see that. If you guys can take a look, the onion isn't quite see-through yet, so we're gonna give it another, say, minute and a half. And then we're gonna start adding our liquid. It looks like we're getting, there we go. It looks like we're getting closer to what we want. So now we're gonna throw in our liquid. Now my dad's recipe calls for about a can's worth of tomato juice. I like to add crushed tomatoes. There we go, canned crushed tomatoes. If you have someone in your family who just cannot look at tomatoes without feeling sick,
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
go ahead and use the tomato juice. It'll get you to a similar flavor. There we go. There we go. I just prefer using crushed or sometimes whole tomatoes and stew it for a really long time. There we go. But if you guys could smell this, it already smells absolutely fantastic. And I'm gonna let this go for another, I'm gonna go to medium for about 5 minutes or so with this lid on. Okay, this is gonna braise out the veggies. It's gonna help tenderize them and cook them through a little bit faster. So this is a good day for meditation, everybody. Let's meditate. Let's see how we're doing. Ooh, looking quite nice. I'm trying to tilt this up without burning myself. Got all that tomato juice and onion juice, well, all that vegetable juice really, just pouring out. There we go. That's how I like to do this. There you go. Tomato juice would be a much faster option than what I'm doing. It would cut your cook time down by about, I'd say, a half hour, 45 minutes. But I have time, so might as well do it this way. There we go. There we go. I'm just adding water for right now. If you want to know at home, the ratio should be about, I'd say, 2-to-1 water to tomato juice. And of course, these tomatoes are all going to burst as they start cooking, so the ratio is going to shift as it's cooking. If you wanted a time saver, just add tomato juice. It'd go much faster. I think this ends up tasting better overall, but you know, to each their own. All right. So we're gonna let this go to like a simmer, and we're gonna let it go for, I would say, about 20 minutes to a half an hour, and then we're gonna come back and taste it. All right. So this cook time is long enough that I've actually gotten a new cup of meditation juice. I actually went from meditation juice to relaxation juice, if you can believe that. All right, I'll see you guys in about a half hour. Let's check our progress. All right, we are at a rolling boil now. Everything looks like it's cooking very, very nicely. Okay. Let's give her a taster.
Then he tastes it.
Okay. That's really good. The bacon fat is coming in very nicely. That's what's adding the comfort to the comfort food. I believe I'm going to add about, let's call this about a tablespoon of chicken stock. This is just chicken bouillon.
He tastes it and tastes it, then tastes it some more.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. I'm going to add a little extra water to it just to keep our ratio. That's right about on. But once it's to this point where it's tasting just about perfect, we're going to put this lid on it. And if you need it done soon, you're going to let it get up to a boil, put it at a medium heat, let it cook for about 45 minutes to an hour, you're done. Okay? For this one, I'm going to let it cook about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours because I want all those tomato bits to kind of melt into my soup a little bit more. But I'll see you guys in an hour 45 minutes. Let's take a look at our soup. Oh, that's fantastic. Let's do this without burning ourselves. Oh my, take a look in here. Ooh. All of these vegetables are starting to melt into this soup, making it absolutely wonderful. Now, as this was cooking, I was keeping my eye on how much broth I have, all right? If it gets a little bit too dry, or you think that the soup is getting a little bit too low, add a little bit more, I would just say add a little more water. Taste the salt content, taste how it is, add as you like, okay? And also, do not forget to scrape down the sides here, because that is concentrated flavor, otherwise known as umami. Yes, there were two. Ha!
Did that go the way you thought it was going to go? Nope.
Gotcha. Trick or treat? You've been tricked. Anyway, so it's looking great. Let's just take a taste. Do not forget to taste it. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. I believe this is ready to plate, so I will see everybody over at the counter. And through the magic of editing, let's see here. Let's use the transition fingers. So I will see you guys over at the counter. And here we are. Let's take a taste of our vegetable soup. That is absolutely perfect. Just how I remember it. This is the perfect soup for when you get home from trick-or-treating, okay? You can get it ready at about lunchtime, or you can even do it a few days ahead of time, freeze it, or put it in the fridge, pull it out and rewarm it. Put it on the stove top on a low heat just to warm through. When the kids get back from trick-or-treating, they can sit down with their candy, start divvying it up, have some soup, grilled cheese sandwich, doesn't take too long. Put a link in the right here so you can take a look at my grilled cheese video if you want to. And this will be the third soup or stew video I do this month, so I'm going to put links to those too. That way everyone's ready for Halloween. So I'm trying to get everybody ready. Oh, I almost forgot. You got to take a bite with a little bit of grilled cheese. This is the perfect thing for a cold night. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, everybody. Next week is my Halloween episode. So we're going to do a bit of a cider and some kind of a Halloween dessert. So please come back for that if you want to. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow me on all the social medias. That's the cheapest way to support the channel. If you want to buy some merchandise, there's a link in the description down below. I'll also put my dad's original recipe down in the description if you want to try that. Besides that, I've been Dad. Please have a good one. I'm going to go eat the rest of this. But don't worry, for all the people who have picky eaters out there, this soup Yep. But don't worry, for all the people who have picky eaters out there, this soup is so delicious